course, we have fabulous people here to sing and to host. And before we introduce all of that majesty and, all that good stuff, I forgot my word. But anyway, I'm going to say hi to every person here. And don't time me on it, but I got to go through quickly. And I'm just so happy to see you. Before I say that, I'm so delighted to have our fearless leader, Joe Rossi, one who started the whole thing. Thank you, Kate, for doing our tech. Elise Witt, marvelous Elise, will be our special host today, and our special guest, Becky. Woo! It's coming. So let me say good afternoon. Welcome, Becky and Deli and Al and Carol and Susan G. Welcome, Nancy and Kathy and Ann in Knoxville and CJ and Annette and Joni and Deborah in Kentucky with me. Welcome, Dane and Pat and Miranda Rice and Stream. Ooh, Mabel with her, excuse me, with all of her beautiful teddies. Sheila Curly Tops. Oh, my people. Welcome, Bonnie and Boise, Arlene, Kevin, Kathleen, Karen in Oregon, Johnny, Amanda, and Miles in Michigan, Luda and Victoria. Woo! Sally and Bill, Sarah in Texas, Christiana and Bob, Ralph and Penny, Carolyn and Winter Elf. Brown when I see her picture, Steve and Michelle, Nancy Storm, I love your hat, Barbara in Virginia. Hey, 649-653, my love. Carolyn, my girl Carolyn. Fred, Aloysius, Ruth in Birmingham, Jane in Texas, Jim in New York, Susan, Berman. I'm rocking. Jamie, Ann in Maine, Jane, Sharon, Gloria, Julie, Sarah, Trish, Suzanne, Jane and Deb, Busy, our executive director, Carol, Cricket, Tom in Nashville, Lynn, Stephanie, Marilyn, Scott, Jamie, Marvel, and then those who don't have their pictures, but we want to say specially sending love to them too. And that would include Ray, and my friend Kate Munger, Don, Susan's iPad, Suzanne in St. Ong, Sherry, and let's see, did I get everybody? Oh, Tom, hey, I don't know if I got you, and Marilyn, if I got you, and Jane, Nancy's cow. Let's see, who else am I getting? Loriana, Katrina, Courtney, Brian, Joni, Lisa in BC, Jillian, Gary in New Mexico. Ooh, I want to go. Adrian, Robert, Impaz Valdez, KB Galloway, Kat, and I think I got you all. Oh, let me see, Sandy and Naomi, and that was it, y'all. Take a deep breath. We have many special guests. So if I missed you, no, I'll catch you at the end. And in the meantime, I'm going to turn it over to the great Elise Witt, who has been hosting. This is not her first day. So I wanted to say all these special, wonderful things about her, but you already know. So anyway, fabulous Elise, take it.
Thank you so much, Kathy. I always love being on with you and hearing your wonderful music and your incredible spirit. Welcome, everyone. This is the third day of New Year, New Friends, and I am very excited to introduce one of my dear friends and cohorts, the fabulous Becky Reardon from Taos, New Mexico, and I'm going to turn it right over to her, and then we'll have some conversation after she teaches us her song. So let's give it up for Becky Reardon.
Gosh, thanks everybody. I'm so glad to see you. I feel like I'm on the biggest party on earth, and I gotta say to Mabel, thank you for the antlers. You already made me feel great today. Did everybody see her antlers? And a special hi to Kate, my comadre, for many workshops, as is Elise. So the song for today, Don't Give Up. I'll sing it really slowly, and then we'll do a little bit with a chorus from my looper, but it just goes like this. Don't give up, give a little kindness to yourself. Put a little flex in your plan. Find another way. Yes, indeed. like a river flow. May you never stop flowing. So here it is with a few more voices and a little up to speed, and then we'll take it line to line. But first, the whole song. Don't give up, give a little kindness to yourself. Put a little flex in your plan. Find another way, like a river flow. May you never stop flowing. So here's how it goes. Sing it after me. Don't give up, give a little kindness to yourself. Here we go. Don't give up, give a little kindness to yourself. Here's the next line. Put a little flex, put a little flex in your plan. Here we go. Put a little flex, put a little flex in your plan. Do that one again. Put a little flex, put a little flex in your plan. Here comes the third line. Find another way, like a river. Find another way, like a river. One more time. Find another way, like a river. Last line. Flow. May you never stop flowing. Flow. May you never stop flowing. All right, let's sing the whole thing together. Don't give up, give a little kindness to yourself. Put a little flex, put a little flex in your plan. Find another way, like a river flow. May you never stop flowing. So let's do something a little silly here to be flexible. And let's sing the tune, but not the words. On kind of anything you want to do. So, blum, 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 blum. You got it. Blum, 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 blum. Blum, 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 blum. That was funny. I wish I could have heard that. So let's see if we can try it as a two-part round now. I'll keep singing the first part, but I'm going to bring the other part in on my looper. So you can sing with me, you can round it. And after a while, we'll bring the third part in, but I'm always going to sing the first part. Here we go. Don't give up, give a little kindness to yourself. Put a little flex, put a little flex in your plan. Find another way in your plan, like a river flow. May you never stop flowing, like a river. Don't give up, give a little kindness to yourself. Put a little flex, put a little flex in your plan. Find another way in your plan, like a river flow. May you never stop flowing. Don't give up, give a little kindness to yourself. Put a little flex, put a little flex in your plan. Find a flex, another way in your plan. Like a river flow, may you never stop flowing. Flow, may you never stop flowing. Flow, may you never stop flowing. Don't give up. There you go. How'd you
Oh,
do?
beautiful, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That is a great song for these times. How did you, what inspired you for this song? When did you write it?
I wrote it about 25 years ago, or maybe 22 years ago, and
I guess that's
my
pre-pandemic.
that's pre-pandemic. That's pre the birth date of some of y'all. See, I listened to Elise for 2 seconds, and already I'm a y'all. It was after I had lost my partner to cancer, and I moved to Taos, and I was in the process of figuring out how to sort my life out, and if my romantic life was over, how I was going to live in this new place, how I was going to make a living, who was going to be my group, and I got discouraged, and I was, but at that time I had been doing a lot of hiking, and I'd been hiking on the Paria River in Arizona and in Utah. And I'd been hiking out here by the Rio Grande. I live in Taos, New Mexico. So I'd been by many rivers, and especially desert rivers that have a hard time. They're not huge rivers like those of you have out on the east, and they have to find their way, and somehow they do. So I think that was in my head. And one day when I was out hiking, I just told myself, don't give up. Be like a river. Be kind to yourself. Find another way. Keep flowing. And that's how this song came about.
You really, you've been so inspired by rivers. You've written actually many songs about rivers and the power that they have and the way that they inspire us. Um, I also know that you've been working on a musical. And I know in Atlanta, your fans here in Atlanta, Becky has visited us here, are very eager to hear more about it and what it is. And can you tell a little bit about your musical?
Right. It does it has to do with rivers too. And that musical was inspired by pretty much a true story from my sister Connie's life. She lives in the Midwest in a post-industrial town, and she has a big group, a dozen singers that she sings with, and they've sung together for many years, and they're close friends. And 3 or 4 years ago, the city decided to dam the river that runs through their town in order to make a resort. And they thought that would be a way to revive industry in the town. But that would have drowned the Native American, the prehistoric ceremonial mounds in the city, and had a lot of terrible environmental consequences. Most of her singing group were opposed to this plan, but some would have benefited from it. And it caused a rift in her singing group. And it made me think, what happens to a group of people who are closely bound by singing, but yet driven apart by an external force? How do they keep their harmony? And so that was the genesis of the play, and of a song that plays a big part in it called "Speak for the Rivers." And I had finished the fifth draft of it and wanted to get into workshopping it 2 years ago, just when the pandemic started. And so I haven't been able to workshop the musical, but last year, was it about this time? The one thing you can do on Zoom is get together your friends, your singing friends from around the country. So we had a Zoom session where we all read through the play, through the musical, and I played the songs as we got to them. But right now it's sitting over there in a folder and waiting for the time when we can all sing together.
Well, I know that you have a lot of other projects going and are always writing amazing songs. You have many CDs, and I know that you have a lot of songs that are sung by choirs. Um, I also heard a rumor that you are working on a children's songbook.
Yes, yes, I am. I have a lot of my songs are a kind of whimsical and are sung by kids. One of them is called it's a song about tarantulas. We have the cutest tarantulas out here, and anyway, I thought let's do a songbook for kids featuring my songs about tarantulas and
Sticky
little
Cocklebird.
dogs and so forth. So I have a friend here who's an art teacher at Taos Middle School, and her students have done artwork for about 7 of the songs, and I'm still looking. So anybody listening, anybody knows an art teacher who loves music and maybe has middle school or high school, um, teaches kids in middle school or high school, they might be interested in this project, please get in touch. And I wanted to say something also about choirs singing my songs. Don't give up. I want to give a shout out to Kate Munger, who's taught that song in prisons, and also to my friend Sue Coffey, who lives near Boulder, Colorado, who's also taught that song in prisons. um, I'm so glad that that song's being taught in that setting, and also feeling like this song, if it has a meaning for us at moments when we're in our own kind of prison, where we've kind of stopped flowing. So it's a good one to remember at those times.
My
And
students, my teenage refugee girls that I teach at the Global Village Project, where you visited, they love Don't Give Up. And, when you're here and you hear English all day long that is not your native language, it is so exhausting. So sometimes we like to just stop whatever we're doing and sing Don't Give Up. It's such a great song for so many different reasons and occasions. So thank you so much for writing it. It's been, for those of you who don't know, Becky and I sing together with Terry Garthwaite in a trio called Natural Rhythms. And it's been amazing for me. It's been like an education, learning Becky's songs and Terry's songs and how she writes songs and learning the harmonies. And Becky's kind of a queen of rounds. She has, a lot of people think rounds are boring. Well, you just heard one that isn't. All of Becky's are super fun, and some of them are super challenging. So I invite you to explore Becky's music more. She has songbooks, she has CDs, and yeah, I wonder if there's anything else you want to talk about before we sing your song again.
I wanted to say about singing live, which and in person, which many of us have not been able to do. Don't give up on that, because we just found out last or a couple of months ago. I was in the Bay Area in San Francisco, often there in November, and often do a big singing get together with Kate Munger and Terry Garthwaite and Melanie Demore, and we weren't able to do our usual thing, and kind of at the last minute we remembered that in the Marin Headlands, right across from the Golden Gate Bridge, there are abandoned tunnels that open out onto the Pacific Ocean high above it, like 1,000 feet above it. And we found a place where we could gather and sing outside with lots of fresh air and some distance from each other. And we were able to meet about 35 of us without masks. And it was glorious to sing together. So see if you can find a place outside that feels good to sing. Give it a try if you can. Don't give up.
That sounds like heaven. And I want to give a special shout out because there's some folks here today that I think were there singing with you. I'm not sure, Jane and Donna and maybe Nancy and CJ, and of course Kate was there leading. So welcome all of you folks from the Bay Area that may be here, some of you for the first time. It's so good to have you with us and hope you can be with us again. So Becky, we want to hear the whole song again. And with looper and everything, we want to maybe we'll dance to it.
Just do it. Okay. And improvise to it if you want. I mean, just go for it. Don't give up. Give a little kindness to yourself. Put a little flex. Put a little flex in your plan. Find another way in your plan. Like a river flow, may you never stop flowing. Don't give up. Give a little kindness to yourself. Put a little flex. Put a little flex in your plan. Find another way in your plan. Like a river flow, may you never stop flowing. Don't give up. Give a little kindness to yourself. Put a little flex. Put a little flex in your plan. Find another way in your plan. Like a river flow, may you never stop flowing. Flow, may you never stop flowing. Flow, may you never stop flowing. Don't give up.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. That takes us out into a beautiful day. We will not give up. We will not stop breathing. We will not stop singing. Thank you so much. Everybody, it's BeckyReardonMusic.com if you want to check out some of her wonderful things she talked about today. Thank you so much, Becky. And we're looking forward to Kate Munger tomorrow. Turning it back over to the fabulous Kathy B.
Flow, may we never stop flowing. Don't give up. Woo! I got it, Becky. I got it. And thank you for that message. Thank you, Elise, for sharing Becky with us. Thank you for this day. And I get to say see ya to everybody who's here visiting us. If you're the first time, like I said, don't let it be our last. You can find out more information about Carpe Diem, about what we do through Facebook, through I don't know what else, but online as well. And from Carpe, we at Carpe Diem say welcome. Thank you for coming. Looking for all of you tomorrow, Facebook folk. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to any new members. We have hit past 100 folks, y'all, in this area alone. Kevin says we're at number 640 day. We do this every day of the week, 7 days a week. Can you believe it? Yeah, baby.